Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vine Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing Mayor of Kingstown, the return of Ryan Renner after his accident, as we talk about season 3 as a whole, and it was a great season and a very strong ending. So we look forward to discussing that. But again, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video and comment on the video, share the video, click the notification bell so you get our other videos. Even though this is the last video for today, but next week we'll do some more videos so you can get those. All right, but anyway, sit back, watch the intro, and then we're gonna kick off this show. Oh, wait. I gotta do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? I gotta do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional. Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Hello. We are returning to the Mayor of Kingstown. Michael Renner is back. Jeremy Renner, is back from Jeremy Renner is back from his recovery after his accidents, and he is fully in charge. And somehow he got promoted to the King of Kingstown. It seems like with his new powers and bulletproofness and some more stuff. He's a strong little man. And everybody doing stuff. We're gonna talk about that. A lot of deaths this season. All right, so clearly making a new way for a season 4, wrapping up the story all together. Just depends how things go. But anyway, very, very shocking ending, I would say. But let's start with Kim. What did you think of this season? Excuse me.
The season. I mean, it was fantastical per usual, right? And it was unbelievable. But it's the acting is always good. None of it makes any kind of sense. But because I guess it's Jeremy Renner, and I really enjoy him in this series, it doesn't even matter that none of what they do makes any kind of sense. Like, logically, we know that this man, how is he running everything in that, little area? Like, he is, like you said, now he's the king because he's controlling SWAT and he's controlling the police and he's controlling the Russians and he's controlling the Crips. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. And then you never see him with any money. And I'm like, how is he living? Like how is he living? It makes no kind of sense, but it's pure entertainment. So I loved it. So
Stacey, how about you? What'd you think?
Wow. That's all I could say this morning when I watched it. I was like, wow. Like,
what?
Mike and his big dick energy just running all around town.
Yes. Girl, walk. The shoulders. Oh, wait, Stacey. What about when he was standing in front of Bunny? Bunny is like so tall. I didn't realize Bunny was that tall.
Or Jeremy is that short. So it's
Bunny's huge.
Yeah, Bunny is huge. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. I didn't realize that he was that much bigger than Jeremy Renner. Like, it was a little odd. It really was. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
Of course. What you got?
Like, everybody was so like wild. Like, Robert is losing his shit, and it's like, I like him, but like, why does he have to just kill everybody? Like, he just don't even just stop and wait. He be like, put the gun down, pow, pow, pow. Like, what? He just murdered everybody. When he blew up that compound, he was like, what? I mean, what do you expect me to do? Like, that's what I do. I kill. Like, did you not know that? Like, what?
Why else would you call me in? That's your fault. I was like, if you want something else, you bring in a hostage negotiator. You don't bring in me. like if you want body bags, you bring in me. If you want negotiating, you bring in Kyle. Okay, like you brought the wrong cop to this.
But the crazy part is he always gets away with it.
Yeah.
So, dude, okay,
He's an insider. So the insiders protect themselves. Like, I would not give birth in Kingstown. I don't know. I would not step foot in Kingstown. Now that I think about it, like this mythical city is like, why would anybody go there? Like, what are we doing?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a wild ride. I appreciated everything. The ending was like,
yeah.
Okay,
this is everything I needed.
So the ending was it, but I want to talk about the beginning because it did a great job of following up season 2, right? So the big thing was Miriam was killed, and we thought Milo was gone. We thought Milo was killed, and Miriam's death at Kyle shot his own mama. I mean, it was an accident. It was an accident, but it was Iris's fault. Like, we were very clear when we reviewed last season. Iris is responsible. She left safety, went back to Milo, led Milo back to Mike's house. They're causing the shootout, and then Kyle killed his mama. Like, then he easily stayed and moved into the house that his mama paid for. It was like, I love you, mama, but this house is ours now. Thank you. I was like,
did you notice that there was not even any? He had like a smidge of guilt, like from that incident. Like,
hey, you gotta move forward. You got to move forward. You got to be like,
you shot your mother.
Hey. You know what you do after that? You join SWAT. That's what you do. What? Yeah. Like, you retire. You retire, Kyle. The last thing you need in your hands is a gun. Like, sit your ass.
They sent him away to be like a traffic cop or something, and then he came back. And it was like, how did he come back? Like, he completely changed, because that prison ride where he was damn near shitting himself, he was all scared. Now he's a big bad SWAT. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So like you kill your mama, you got some balls now.
Exactly. Yep.
We've seen characters leave a show and how they kind of linger. Like the idea of Miriam lasted the entire season. And they did a job of trying to remember her as a mother, as an advocate for people in prison, and they really honored her as a character, and I like that, and we didn't have to see her, because the one thing we clearly agreed on was Miriam needs to go, because this is going nowhere and she's annoying. But as a symbol, you know, she was much more impactful in the show, this show. And I liked it. And then even Ray Donovan's wife, she'll always be Ray Donovan's wife at this point. But Ray Donovan's wife, like, she was like the de facto Miriam, right? Like, Mike saw her as, I understand why you killed this man, because my mom probably would have did the same thing to look after me, and I see that, and that's why I want to help you, even though you clearly murdered this dude at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. I was like, it was too easy. But I was like, I don't watch the show. Just saying hi, y'all. Y'all reviewing Love is Blind UK. I'm assuming that's a reality show. I did the Love is Blind US, and that gave me a headache. No. I'm assuming that's a reality show. And we don't. We don't. Yeah, we don't do that. Sorry. Or what was that? Locked Up. My friend used to watch Locked Up, and I was like, no, that's not Locked Up. Love and Locked Up. Love something. Where they fall in love with the fellas. Yeah, loving people in prison and then loving them after they get out of prison. I was like, we getting off track. My point is that could be Mayor of Kingstown season 4. Okay, but clearly, like, Ray Donovan's wife, like, kind of became the mother, and to see her get arrested, even at that last speech, right in the last scene, where he's like, "Hey, my mom was okay me becoming a monster, even though we don't know what he did in prison." Like, what did he do to go to prison? Do we know that? I don't know that either.
They never said what he did. They never even went into it.
Let's get into that. I've said since season 1, episode 1, how did he and Bunny become Bonnie and Clyde? They were
in prison together.
But he was an Aryan in prison. Yeah. So that doesn't make sense. So, like, I need to know this, because they are like, he got jungle fever. We said that maybe like Kanan and Drake. You got jungle fever and you went to the other side. That's what dude told him. I mean, you see,
And why is this big man named Bunny? Why is that a nickname? Like
he likes to hop on it. I don't know. I don't know.
wouldn't that be kangaroo? Like he likes to
And then
box.
they killed the
Oh, he
bunny,
likes to
and
box
they were talking
too.
about the dead bunny in the prison.
Oh, that's right. Yo. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was wild. I was like, that was even oh boy got gutted. I don't know. It was a lot of things going on. But anyway, so one thing. So Kyle's transformation this season was pretty good. That for me, we were like, he killed his mom. He ain't shit. He's clearly unstable. To a cop that defended a civilian when Robert completely lost his shit and was about to kill this dude.
Why didn't
the guy just put the damn gun down?
Thank you. Just put the gun, like your Second Amendment rights means nothing at this moment. Like you are about to get shot. And I hate to be like this, but sometimes we just don't listen. Like,
just because but they said it a million times.
Like the cops said.
He said, I gotta protect my family. You're about to be dead, sir.
Right?
Like
in front of your family. Put the gun down. So, like, the fact that Robert did not immediately murder him shows constraint on his side. Restraint on his side, because Robert is that kind of dude. As we saw him shoot an unarmed man with his hands up, and it's like, so clearly he's about that life and he's on that point. So, but the fact that Kyle stood up and was like, no, so my point of deaths that didn't make sense and deaths that would have made sense, this should have been Robert's last season. Like, Kyle should have killed him.
I thought he was dead, but
Robert is dead, right?
He was armored up.
No,
So,
he's fine.
He's stable. They said
he
it
shot
like
him in the
last
vest.
conversation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like something he got
in the neck or something. But he's
yeah.
So Evelyn is going to prosecute Kyle for attempted murder. Because Robert.
I don't think.
How do you like? I mean, as much shit as they got away with, like.
Like this is a little bit. Also, again, Robert just got done shooting an unarmed man in front of like everyone, right? So that's a whole other thing. But anyway, so that should be more bunnies. But I'm not like, but the fact that Kyle got there, right? That he was like he was a negotiator. He saved Robert, in a gunfight, right? And he was like, I'm standing up for the civilian. I just met this guy. He's trying to protect his family. I understand, right? But Robert, you're going too far. Also, Robert was about to murder the entire police force. First, he was like, we need to kill Evelyn because I'm not going to jail. Then he's like, we need to kill Ian because I'm not going to jail. Then I thought he was basically suggesting we could kill Mike too because I'm not going to jail. So I thought Kyle was going to be like, I'm killing you on this bridge because my family's living. That's what I thought. But I was like, no, I'm doing this for Mike. Because Evelyn's about to make it to season 4.
And why is Evelyn smashing? Why is Mike smashing Evelyn again? Like,
why not? Like I don't. That's not.
We discussed the last video. Some women just got it.
Yeah, but the thing is that Evelyn, to me, Evelyn is just unstable. She's all over the place. 1 minute, she's
everybody in Kingstown is unstable. Have you not known that?
That's true. Yeah.
To Evelyn not making good decisions. Earlier in the season, if not the first episode in this season, Mike, again, now king of Kingstown, is like, look here, Evelyn, you're gonna let these cops go or they're gonna murder you. Like that's what I'm telling you. And she's like, Mike, are we fucking tonight? Yeah, but that's not what I said. What I said was these cops are gonna kill you. Like, and she was like, we fucking right? I was like, are you listening to me? So then
she's not.
I say that because in this episode, he's like, they're going to murder you. And she's like, you're one of the best men of Kingstown. I run this shit. What are you talking about? Like, you have any idea how people, what? I'm like, listen to me, woman. I'm trying to keep you alive. And she's like, no, I'm taking these down. He's like, he threatened her and she still gave the draws. Right? Like that don't make any kind of sense.
What kind of big dick energy do you not understand,
David? It's the shoulders, Stacey. It's the
it's the show. It's this.
Like the things he can do with those clubbed fingers. You don't know.
Yeah.
He could be like, he could have all of this because he wears no vest. He just walks into Constantine and it's like, I'm the mayor. And he's like, you right. I was like, what? Like this. Oh, anyway, so I was like, big dick energy from episode 1, episode 10. Like he brought it. The constant speech that he gave Mary, Ray Donovan's wife, I thought he was going to jail this season. Like, because they start off with, again, when I went to jail, I had to become someone else. I had to become this monster or whatever. And I'm like, so I thought he did something egregious, right? And then like, but he's getting arrested, right? Like he killed. That's what I thought. But no, you killed Milo. So Milo was another character, which I was conflicted because I'm like, he was the villain, right?
He was, yeah.
And then I'm like, they just killed him off camera. I'm like, that's cheap. Like I was upset, right? But then they bring him back for like an episode and a half, and he goes like 110% murderer. And then like I was like, oh, they brought him back, and then they killed him. So I was like, I was happy, but then I was like, it's just cheap. Like,
I think it was because there was a lot of people who wanted closure when it came to Milo, because we were not sure what happened to Milo, right? Yeah. And I think that was more so to close out that character. That's what I think it was. That's what it was. Yeah.
It was a fair. I mean, Mike had to kill him because I mean he was his arch like arch. Right, like you. Yeah. And again, that's Iris. Like when he was like, "You're the reason," I was like, "No, bitch, Iris is the reason. Iris is the reason." So Constantine is brought in and murdered in the same season. We find out he is the one that pimped out Iris originally. Yeah. We find out that he's the reason why she slept with the judge, which became her major FBI situation last season, which didn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. A man who murders a woman holding a baby. What happened to the baby? Like, I always ask about the children. Like, the baby just disappeared, never saw the baby again.
He's going to grow up and become Mike's sidekick.
He's his ward. He will be the Robin to Mike's Batman. I love it. I love it.
Next season, little Mitch is gonna grow. He's gonna grow up all of a sudden.
Oh, Mitch
he's gonna act like Big Mitch.
Yo, I love all this though. And this is where Stacey and I keep on bringing up Bunny's nephew that never came back with the hockey lesson.
Practice. Yeah.
Remember?
Oh yeah. What happened to him?
Exactly. Every season, Stacey
and I go help him to protect him, and I remember that. He dropped like, some sporting event or something.
Yes, he whooped the entire hockey team's ass, like all the parents by himself. And then he was like, "I'm gonna make sure you get to every lesson. Thank you, white uncle." And then we never saw that dude again. I was like, "What happened to that young man? It don't make any kind of sense."
Carrier pigeons.
Also, remember the random dude at the dock? We thought he was something, and that meant nothing, and then they just flew away. But no. So Constantine murdered by Iris, Milo murdered by Mike, and then Iris. How many times have we been like, Iris has outlived her usefulness?
Absolutely.
And she needs to go, right? Mm-hmm. Was it suicide or was it an accident? Your thoughts?
Suicide.
So, Stacey, you vote suicide. All right. Kim,
how do you just have cyanide pills on dick or whatever that was?
But still,
was the pills that she took from the mother's medicine cabinet, but they never told us what those pills were. So I don't know what those pills were. And then remember, she was on a lot of coke. She was doing, what else was she doing? She was drinking a lot of coke. And so I was thinking that the mixture that was already in her body of the cocaine, and then she took that medicine, which we don't know what it is. I think it was just a bad combination. I don't think she killed herself on purpose. I think she was an accidental overdose. That's what I think.
See, and both of these are fair because it's not resolved. It's not resolved. And I doubt they.
But I'm happy she died though.
Yeah. Like this, they wrapped up a lot of characters and storyline this season. And if they didn't leave Mike in I gotta take care of my brother now because he's about to go on trial. I thought this was the last season. This easily could have been the last season because they wrapped up really all the major characters and storylines. And I thought that this could have been it. But I also believe it was suicide. I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I feel like not being able to be with Mike or something, that she was like, I don't have anything else.
Wanted a regular life, like her just being like a regular person, getting a 9 to 5 and just being on her own. I don't think she could handle it.
So I think at some level she was like, without Mike, I think without Mike and King, and for some reason, and to extent Kingstown, yeah, it's like, I don't want to live like this. Like I rather not be here, you know. Because and then they kind of, the fact that they showed her, and I think the bus was important because maybe she was comparing herself to the young women that Milo killed when he pushed that truck.
Horrible. That was horrible.
Yeah,
I was like, I couldn't believe that. I didn't know at the time, of course, that Milo had done that. I actually thought it was Constantine.
Oh, well, now
that's who I thought it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was his shipment. That was his shipment. So that doesn't make. I mean, I thought it was Bunny because
I know it was his shipment, but you know, he's a psychopath to me. So I was like,
right, I got you.
He could have done it. You know what I mean? So I thought it was so sad. I couldn't believe that someone would actually do something like that. And those young ladies were so scared, and they were just trying to, you know, figure it out. And just what happens all the time. The women get trafficked every single day, and it was very sad. And so that part was pretty well done, I thought.
It was, and they made you care about that one woman. Like they kind of focused that one young lady. So they meant something to us in about 3 minutes, and then they killed them, right? So I didn't, and the fact that Iris, like, for some reason, like, identified with them like so strongly, like they needed to give us that that's how she got here. Like she also was trafficked the exact same way, because it's like she met a whole bunch of trafficked women last season. Like this ain't the first time, you know. But for some reason, this particular story stuck with her so much that if this was and so I think her being on the bus was supposed to be like poetic or tied to that. And like they died on transportation, and she died on transportation. But like, will Mike ever find out? Would he ever be like, what happened to Iris? And she's just dead because she's just some random woman. Why would they call Kingstown to be like, hey, we found a girl on the bus? I mean, everything else is Mike's.
Hadn't pulled off yet, had it?
Oh no! They made it to the destination. It was moving. That like so. People were getting off. People were getting off the bus, and she just didn't at that point. So I wonder, and then he's back at the cabin. Like they kind of reset the whole series. Like he's back at the cabin.
Bear.
That's what I was like. I wanted the bear to be there, to be like, we going back to episode 1. It's like, that's right.
You back, Daddy. Yeah, where's my honey?
Yeah, where's all that grease? That grease, that French fry grease that he was been eating on all summer. So like I thought, that's what I thought. That's why I was like, okay, we get back to the cabin, we get back to the bear. I'm happy Mike did not sleep with Iris. I was like, please don't let this be a thing. And he was like, nope, I guard her. I'm her, I'm here for her, but you ain't getting none of this. And I was like, that's cool. And Bunny's cousin, like I kind of thought he was gonna get some chocolate, and that didn't work out. Maybe he's holding it for Bunny. Maybe he's like, no, I remember us. And
wait. Okay, my mind went somewhere completely different.
You're right. You're right. I said what I said. I mean, I thought he was like, you know what? I remember, bro. Like we kept each other together, and now we still together because both of them are fighting their communities to be together. Like they're both, because you're like, why the fuck you messing with this white boy? And everybody like, we need to bring Bunny down, and both of them like, no, like this is my day one, and no matter what, we're gonna get through this together.
Even when they were mad at each other, when they were in the warehouse, and Bunny was like, get out of here, like leave. And then told the boys, like, if he comes back, kill him, right? Yeah. I knew Bunny wasn't what he wanted. Like he actually does love Mike, and Mike does love him. They got that friend. It's like it's a weird relationship.
No. Stop it, David.
No, it is not that. I just think they have a mutual respect for each other.
He had to do what he had to do to survive.
Hey, he said many times. He said like 3 times. I think he was talking about killing people. I think Mike killed a lot of people in jail. Oh, he was killing it. No, you're right, Kim. Like, but to your point, you would think, especially so we meet the Aryan that he basically was working for in prison. Like that was supposed to be, and we still don't get that. I remember when you took out 3 guards by yourself. I remember when you shanked the Mexicans, to get us that. Like, tell us what you did that you were like, I had to become someone I didn't want to be. And basically, I'm still that guy. Like, I'm still. So I thought like he killed Milo, but that was like that. You knew that was going to happen. Like, you knew that was going to happen, right? So if he would have killed Robert or someone that's outside of his character to be like, I'm doing this for a reason, like I have to, right? Then I'm like, that's him being the monster that he feel like he had to become in prison, and we just didn't get that. Like, I mean, in that kind of sense. So this constant reminder of I had to be someone I'm not, and I'm like, or he finally became who he was, or whatever. Like, I didn't.
And I like the part that when he was talking about his mom when she came to visit him that one time,
Yeah,
and she was like, "Do what you got to do to survive." She was basically like, if you gotta, bump some men, do it. If you gotta kill some people, do it. Like anything you need to do, because I need you as my child to come back to me.
Yeah.
So she was like, so whatever you do in there, I forgive you 100%. And then when he came home, she still had that energy. Like, I know what you did out there, but I'm gonna forgive you. But she also had, if we remember her character from season 1,
yeah,
he felt like he was damaging to Kyle,
yes.
and she really didn't want him talking to his little brother. Like, she was like, stay away from Mike. Mike is involved with dangerous stuff. So it was kind of like, you say you love your child, you say you're going to be there for him when he gets out, but at the same time you're like, keep my baby away from you because you're dangerous. I was like, lady,
protecting her little baby, because
she was. But at the end of the
wasn't like, he's not Mike, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're almost grooming him to take Mike's place.
Yeah, I felt like that too. I felt
so
like
it
that.
was kind of strange watching it, and I was like, is Mike gonna go? It would not be the same show, obviously.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. But they could end it that way. They could end it like that,
like series finale.
In the series, Mike dies. Mike dies. Right? Yeah. They finally get him. Oh, he goes to jail. Goes back to jail. He dies and goes back to jail. And Kyle now is the mayor. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but how did he end up here? His brother got murdered. Like, this is the cycle.
Exactly. Right? And then Mitch took over for the dad, didn't he not?
Yes.
I think generational. So it's generational in that position.
And then we're gonna have little Mitch like coming up, like taking bribing people and stuff.
At school, he's like, look here, he's gonna be in school. Like, what's up, man? Your friends.
I'm on the school campus, okay? You gotta do it outside the fence, okay? I'm watching you.
He's like, your brother's in detention. I'll take care of it. Look here, principal. Let him out of ISS. Why? Because I said so. I'm the mayor of elementary school. You know what I'm saying? All right. Like, oh shit.
No, it's Kingstown Elementary.
There you go. Excuse me.
Oh.
The mayor of Kingstown Elementary. Hilarious. I love it. Because I was like, he did. So this is where we saying, y'all, if y'all been watching this show since season 1, you know, like, Mike got an upgrade, because no one could do anything without Mike.
Nobody. Nobody. I was like, this is so unrealistic, but I'm in. I'm all in.
He's in the car, and he is like, Mike, there's a shootout. What should I do? Shoot back and arrest someone. Thank you, Mike. Hey, Mike, this is the fire department. There's a fire. What should I do? Fight the fire. Thank you, Mike. Hey, Mike, I got cancer. What should I do? Go to the doctor. Thank you, Mike. I was like, God damn it. I was like, this.
It was. And then the last part was always, call me back.
Right. That's like,
call me back.
I got other calls. Handle it and then get back with me. He gets called in the middle of every murder. Mike, there's a woman who got shot in the back with a kid. I'll be right there. Why are you coming? I don't know. Where's the baby? Take it to CPS. Got it. Thank you, Mike. What should I name it? Name it Mike. Got it. I was like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Like this? When do you sleep? The only thing he did not run was the fire department, because somehow I guess they don't have the fire department in Kingstown, because everybody else works for him. Like, everybody works for him.
That is weird, right? That's the one thing that they never show is the fire department.
The fire department.
Yeah.
I was like, what about, because and then they have the staff meetings at the cafe. All right, guys, what we got going on? All right,
In
okay.
the diner, right? Wait a
That's
minute.
what I'm
This is the funny part. They're in a diner with it's like other people,
Yes.
right? So, and you see, this is FBI, this is SWAT, this is police, and they're all in a huddle, and they're not even whispering. They are putting their crimes out there. Yeah, we got to kill this person, and kill that. I was like, how are they doing that?
So, like, wait, to your point, Mike, Evelyn is going to arrest us for what we did inside the prison. All right, guys. Hey, shut up. I'm talking. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do. Make sure you murder that cop because he's going to start talking. We already did that. Good work. I would get Evelyn. After I give it to her tonight, I'm going to tell her to stop prosecuting you. Okay, thanks, Mike. I was like, all right, I got this, guys. So what's going on? I found 3 bodies, Mike. Did you kill one of them? Yes. Okay, well, clean that up. All right, Mike. I was like, especially, so Ian finally murdered Charlie. Because I was like, Charlie is a loose cannon.
Oh, my God. Was that scene? That scene
was like, pew, pew, pew.
Right. It was so well done. It was so well done. I was like, that man, yes, he's special. We know he's special.
Yeah.
But he is special, but he's not stupid. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he was saying to him, he kept saying, what about that guy on the porch? Yeah. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. And then when he did it in the car and they had him look up, like he looked up like that, you know, that malicious kind of look, like, Ian, who's the guy on the porch? I was like, oh my God, Ian's gonna kill you.
Blah.
Why is it?
Blah, blah, blah. I was like, that.
Yeah.
Ian with no hesitation. I was like, thank you, Ian. I was like, this is going on too long. Like, you should have murdered him at the thing when he was looking at the river. He was like, I love the water.
That's what I thought they were for.
Remember, Stacey, we were like, oh, you killing him now. Like, no. I'm taking him back to prison and praying this guy don't talk. To be like, what'd you do today, Charlie? Oh, I murdered a cop. What? Yeah, I killed him on the porch. I killed him on the porch. And then I watched Joe Wagner. I was like, oh shit. You watched the People's Court too? Yep, I watched People's Court after I killed him. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what's Tom Cruise? That's another thing. That's another show. Anyway, so I was like, but he killed him immediately. He was like, oh, he attacked me. He attacked me. I was like, okay, I guess he did. And that was it. That was absolutely it. Okay, well. And then what did he do? Mike. I killed Charlie. What should I do? Don't go to jail, Dan. What you calling me for?
Was it a clean shoot? Oh, it's fine. All right, good.
We good. Like,
and the part that got me too was that the people that were investigating it, what is that? Internal affairs. They were like, oh, we'll have this wrapped up in a week. Don't even worry about it, Ian. I was like, what?
Like, he murdered him.
Would the feds ever come to Kingstown and investigate this whole town?
Exactly.
Well, so he also said that too. He said, Evelyn, now after I threatened you with law enforcement murdering you, I told you keep Michigan out of this. He's like, this is our problem, and you keep those higher ups and you keep state people out of here. He said that. He said, we handle our own problems. And she was like, yes, Mike, what you said. I will tell them not to come here. And I was, what? Because he's like, look, I run this shit. I told you, don't make me have to repeat myself. And she was like, yes, Mike. I was like, it was crazy. It was anyway. So murders. Okay. So again, so Kareem, I understand his character needed to go. Like he ran his course.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense because
it was suicide by inmate.
But it doesn't make sense. He didn't lose his job. He would just have to go back to being a guard like he was, which was paying the bills.
Yeah, but think about
he wanted the insurance money, I'm assuming. Because at first he was going to kill himself. He probably thought like it wouldn't pay out for suicide, so he went and got murdered.
But insurance is one payment. Like, you have a long-term job. Like, this doesn't make long-term.
So if he has $1 million policy, so wife gets the $1 million, she pays for the therapy for the kids, she pays for school, she pays for all that stuff. I mean,
and he doesn't have to think about what happened to him anymore.
So these are two different reasons.
He did
get raped. So these are two different reasons. If he was suicidal because again he did get violated, right?
Yeah.
That's understand. He's like, I can pay for my family. Put those two together. I kind of understand where you're going with, but he got over that. He's the warden. Like he has a
he never got over it. He was not over it. He was not.
He killed himself because he was about to lose his warden job. That's why he killed himself.
That was part of it, but the other part of it was that Kareem has never gotten over it. That's why he was talking to the young man about, do you need help with what you just saw? He was trying to help him because when you are violated like that or things happen in front of you that you've never seen before, you should get someone, you need someone to talk to. Unfortunately, Kareem himself did not do that. But he needed someone to talk to about this. He was not over that rape. He was not.
I just find it hard to believe that he was like, this is the only way to keep my family finance. He said, I cannot go backwards. Like, I can't go back to just being a guard.
But that's his pride too. I mean, think about it. He was in the position he wanted to be in, and now they're snatching that away from him. And he's like, why are you doing this to me?
Well, he does deserve. I mean, you had inmates murdered.
We know that he deserves this, right? He was listening to Mike too, remember?
Yeah,
Mike. Okay, Mike.
They just called Mike, like, Mike, they're gonna fire me.
Exactly. Hey, Mike.
I got you.
Just like Ian and everybody else. Hey, Mike, can you let me get my job back? I got you, bro. I got you. Like, again, if it was like, I figured it out. I'm gonna stay if it was an accident, right? He genuinely was going in there to save the black guard that he knows helped kill the Aryan leader, right?
That's what I thought he was gonna do. Like, I thought he was gonna get the guard and turn the guard in and somehow save his job by finding out the corruption in the system. But that went nowhere.
And
but
that
okay, so there are cameras, right? So what I didn't understand is you're calling for backup, but you walked into, they were just standing around, like inmates weren't fighting or anything.
Yeah.
And you just walked in there slowly and then just stood there and allowed an inmate to come to you, even though you're like, back up. You still let him walk towards you. And so don't you think they're gonna see that on camera and be like, I'm not paying any insurance for you?
Yes. You call Mike. Make sure I get my insurance. All right.
Right.
I got you.
Hey, Mike, I'm about to kill myself for some reason. Make sure nobody watches this video. That I obviously did this to myself. No problem, man. I got you. I'll take care of your family. You're dead now. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, if the Aryans, if the Aryans would have found out that the black guard is the one that set this whole thing up, he goes in there and they're about to kill him, and then Kareem comes, tries to generally save him, and he gets murdered, right? Like that,
that makes more sense.
It would have just made more sense. Like, absolutely. Again, I understand why it just would have made more sense. Yes. Like, I'm like, again, yes. Iris, if I need a more clear reason why she died, but I'm happy that she's gone so we can move forward. Like, Kareem's story. Again, I didn't even see the daughter. Who is this daughter that's having these mental issues that she has to go to counseling? And what kind of counseling is she getting that he has to kill himself?
$300 an hour.
What?
That's like, what the wife said.
If that better be Dr. Phil, like $300,000 out. Like,
but what kind of therapist is she going to that that is that much money?
We know this girl. We don't know help her.
I didn't know he had a daughter to the point that we're supposed to care about this storyline. Like, I'm confused. So I'm like, so again, what are we doing with this character? If he would, again, they found out what happened last season, that he orchestrated the murders of at least two of the guys that fucked him. And and now he's about to go to jail. Like, I gotta do something. I'm losing everything. So he's like, I'm gonna go in here and I'm dying by guard. I'm dying by prisoner. That makes sense, right? Like, I'm like, I'm gonna be in here one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So I need to go out hard, right? Like,
but it could also be that he realized that if he's being demoted and he's gonna be a guard again, right? In the same prison where he did have two inmates murdered that fucked him, right? And everybody knows it. He probably knew he was going to be killed eventually anyway, because they were going to kill him eventually.
So again,
it could be that too.
So it could be that, but it just again there's other ways to kind of handle that
Oh no,
situation.
no, no. I totally agree with you that it was poorly executed,
Yeah.
and it was because, like I said, there is cameras, and
You're right.
if there's, why are you saying I need backup? But and you're outside the gate, and there's nothing going on. They're standing around.
I think they actually showed them on camera. I think they were like, "Hey guys, I need help," and they're looking at the cameras like, "What?" They're just sitting around.
They were. Yeah, the one
Right?
that got beat up, the guard that got beat up was the one that was looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. So I was like, "What?" Anyway, so speaking of guards, so then they remind us that the young lady who seduced and murdered a guard at Bunny's behest, I do if I remember correctly, is now off camera raped by some other guard that we just met, and then that becomes a whole thing, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, like this comes out of nowhere, and then again, I thought she was pregnant by the guard that she murdered because she was giving them the draws, so I thought that's where the baby came from, and then what? So I would say as a man and a husband, I understand Kyle's being upset. If I find out my wife goes behind my back and talks to my brother to be like, "Hey, I need you to come solve this situation," I would be like,
"It's like, no."
Is it?
Like,
he's the mayor of Kingstown. Like, he got this. But that's disrespect. You are clearly saying I can't protect you. You are clearly
saying that she doesn't want you to get in trouble for killing somebody and go to jail and leave her with the baby. So I'm gonna have somebody else who's gonna get away with it do it, and then my husband is at home with me and the baby.
But see, I can see Stacey's side of it too. That makes sense too. So it's like both. I get what you're saying, David. That is true. Any man, it would be like you went to another man to protect you, even if it is your brother. Even if it is your brother, it's like, why would you do that? You didn't think I had the heart to go and protect you?
No, she does think you have the heart, which is why she didn't tell you.
Exactly. And Mike takes care of stuff like that. Kyle doesn't.
And
literally Mike's job to do this.
Yeah.
And then he brings Ian, because he's like, "Ian, stand by while I whoop this man's ass." "No problem, Mike." He's like, what? He's like,
was there to keep him from killing him.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yes.
This reminded me of The Town with Ben Affleck. When we first met like Jeremy Renner, and he was like, "We gotta go beat up somebody," and he was like, I can't tell you why." He was like, "So who's driving?" I was like, "This is what I do." I was like, this. I feel like he was channeling that character right there. It was a cool scene for, again, Mike to stand up again. Yeah, I understood Kyle to be like, "What? Like, am I a punk? I can't."
I got that part. Anyway, it's true. But she explained it to him. And I thought she did a good job explaining it to him. And she made sure that his manhood was still intact as she spoke to him. No, seriously.
She tried.
She calmed him down. She did. And she was like, "This is the only reason why I didn't come to you." She made him understand, and she kind of soothed, made him calm down. And then I love the part where they had the baby in the middle and they were both laying and they were both had their hand on the baby. I was like, "Oh, that is so real. Like, that is real." Like,
I mean, it's a cute little baby. It's a cute little baby. But yeah, no. But Kyle still felt some kind of way. Like, as a man, he should have found that dude and whooped his ass also, just to be like, "I can do this too." I didn't feel like he would have helped out a little bit. But I did like what do you think about the wife like attacking the car? Like,
I would have done the same goddamn thing. But you know what? I would have crushed the door. It would have been indented into his body, because you've already gotten your ass whooped, right? And you still fucking with her.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go, sir.
What's up, Stacey? What's up?
Was she blocked in? Because, like, first of all, this man yells at you, "Hey," and you roll your window down, stick your head out to like have a conversation with this man. For what reason? Like, was she blocked in that she could just drive off? Like, he could have shot her, he could have raped her, attacked her, anything. Yeah. I was just like, no, I wouldn't have sat there and had a conversation. Like, I definitely wouldn't have stuck my head out the window. I would have been like, skirt. like
Yeah, I would've
forward. Now, if I was
petrified.
blocked in, yeah, I would have rammed the hell out of his ass. But wasn't he supposed to transfer to some other prison? Why was he still
Yeah.
there?
No, that was his last day. That was his
Yeah.
last because he got his
Oh.
ass whooped the night before, so he was in the process of transferring. That was the whole thing.
Okay.
And she
I
she
wouldn't
was
even went
that
to
was the whole
work. I
point.
would have been like, mm-mm.
He did block her in. That was the whole point because she like rammed him
Okay.
out the way and then she drove off. But
Mhm.
I can't to what I think I would have took it better if she would have killed him. Like this, not you don't confront one if he's any kind of sense. You don't do this at work. Like you catch her somewhere
Oh,
else.
and I have a question, and this is maybe to Stacy. When you actually had to go into a job, right? Like when I know we all work remotely most of the time, but when you had to go into a job, I know for me, if I worked until the sun went down, I am not parking where there's no cameras or there's no one that's going to come out the building and see if something's happening to me. Like I know women consciously think about that, right? Like we try to park at the spotlight, you know, the
Yeah.
traffic.
There's some visibility. There's some kind of safety
Visibility,
or someone to
exactly. No,
overlook
and
you.
I know at my job we have security that watches cameras. I get that part, but they may not be looking at it, and I'm, something happens to me, so I'm conscious of where I park and what, you know what I'm saying. And if I have to come out at night, if I see another coworker, I walk with them. They go to their car. I'll rush to my car. You know what I mean? Or I have like one of the gentlemen I work with walk me to my car, or something like that. I didn't understand why she would park somewhere where there's no visibility. There was barely any light out there, and you got this kooky guard who keeps coming up to you, asking you questions every day. Like he was a
Yeah,
little
he was creepy up front, right? So I thought I knew
wanted him.
right, like yeah, I felt like. Do you think she wanted him at first, or this?
She said it. She was like, "I've been trying to get his attention, and you just."
Oh yeah, that woman. That's right. That's right.
Like,
That's right.
You know,
What? Like he's out here raping inmates, and you said he's like, I give it to him. Like that was kind of weird. I don't know why they put that in there because it kind of mixes up the message. It's kind of mixed up. Like I don't. And then also the warden was like, "Look here, snitch bitch. We keep things in like. So you knew about this, or?" She was like, "Yeah, right." She was like, "You need to keep your mouth shut because last time I checked, we work with the guards, not against the guards. So fuck these women, I guess. Is what I heard." And even Mike was like, "You talking about the one who killed that guard? Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do with that. I'm sorry. What? No, never mind. Oh, she got raped, huh? Well, like, anyway, that's on my list of things I got to handle today. So sorry, baby." I was like, he was getting no sympathy out of that one. Oh, he assaulted me. Got it. You should have led with that. Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, because I'll take care of that. No problems. Ian, go get Charlie. What? Go get the serial killer, I said, and bring him out. We gotta do this one more time. I was like, also, I love how Ian got awarded, right? Ian, come in here. You took out Charlie, right? Yes, Captain. Yes, I did. Here's a letter. Thank you so much for your service. Like, no problem, Captain. Just doing what I can. Isn't that you took him to get his teeth fixed? Yeah, I did that too. Wasn't that the same day a cop got killed? I mean, a lot of things could have happened. I don't know. I mean, okay, whatever. I'm like, hey man, here's your letter. Have a nice day. I was like, thank you very much. I was like, this is all kinds of weird right here. I don't know what we're doing.
Didn't make any sense. Yeah,
didn't make no kind of sense. I was like, but this Charlie, he going down.
But why did the DA think that it was okay to ask Ian like a whole bunch of questions? It's like, bitch, you've already been told that they want to kill you.
Yes.
You're all in their business.
Yes.
Why are you asking Ian anything?
If you think that he killed another cop,
right,
why would he not murder you?
Exactly.
Like I don't understand any of this stuff right here. I don't know, man. A lot of things just happening. Also, again, Constantine is like, I murder everyone. I'm even a helpless woman holding a baby. I kill her too. But
Iris, can we talk about what he did when he killed? What's her name? Natinia, or something. I don't remember.
The mother's fine.
The mother, and he put the goddamn baby in the dumpster. It was like, I was enraged. I was like, I cannot believe he did that.
What happened to the baby? But then I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Mike should have adopted the kid and be like, I'm taking you to the
I actually
cabin.
thought that Kyle and his wife were gonna adopt that baby.
See, to your point, I thought the McCluskeys were
Now and
about
his wife are gonna adopt the baby that the prisoner had in the prison.
They could do that too.
Oh, that's good to bring in
Yeah.
the minority vote. I like that. I like that.
The minority vote.
I was like, I like that. So I'm saying to be like, hey, we don't see color in this house. Like we got light skinned baby. That's like this is us.
What is the mother? Because the mother is her melanin is very
A little. I say Latino something.
okay.
I feel some kind of Latin. I feel some kind of Latin. But I don't know. But again, to both of your points, the McCluskey should have got two little babies, right? We got the prisoner baby and we got the orphan baby. And Mike is like, I adopt all these kids. I take them out to the cabin. We hang out with the bear, and then I raise them up in the way. And I'm like, there you go, because that's who you save, Mike. You save babies. You don't say Iris. My point is, everybody was blessing Iris's draws. And I do not understand.
It was like, okay, first off, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. She is just not the most attractive woman on the show. She's just not. She was very coked out looking. She was not like a beautiful woman. She was like average at best. Okay,
she's average.
Wait, who was talking
about? Iris.
Iris.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out
why her hair. She looks different. Doesn't she have a red hair or something?
I think it don't. Either way, she ain't that one. Like you had Constantine, Milo, and Mike in the end.
She has the aesthetic of a young, pale white woman. Like that's what a lot of people like.
But I'm like, these were all three of these men are murderers, like heartless murderers.
Indian.
What? Are you talking about the wife? You talking about the wife? You talking about Kyle's wife?
She's Indian. Oh,
there's a little splash. I just couldn't believe. Again,
Robert is like something too. Like his name is.
He's something. He's something. But again, murdered a mother holding her baby and shot her in the back. He is heartless. Milo gutted a man, cut off his leg. He is heartless. But when it came to Iris,
I was like,
both of these men were like, whatever you got to do, Iris, we will set you up. We will give you the life you always wanted. Because why? Like, what? Like, I don't understand.
You have to say it again.
I don't make, I mean,
talent, okay?
Yo, it don't make any kind of sense. I was like, anyway, I was like, what's up, Kim?
Mm-hmm. Can we talk about the whole bridge scene with the shootout? Okay, so look, that whole thing was ridiculous. Okay, first off, this is a major. Well, it's not a major city. I guess it's a small town in a larger. The city is what, Michigan, right? So anyway, I guess I don't know exactly where they're at, but anyway, they're in a small town, right?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me that you got the Russians? Was it the Russians?
Yeah, the Russians.
The Russians, and then you got the Crips, which is CRIPS, not the other one. And so I was like, they're just shooting each other back and forth. Nobody ran out their car. Like people didn't start running out their car till they saw SWAT.
Yes.
If it was me, I would have as soon as the shooting started, I would have got the hell out of my car and been like army crawling somewhere. Like, I'm out of there. It didn't make any sense that they didn't have like thousands of people running towards, getting off the bridge. That didn't make any sense. And then the police took a long time to get there. Then when they finally get there, they just start shooting. They're not clearing cars first. They're not. It's like, shouldn't you have half of the people clearing out, actual pedestrians, and the other half of you shooting at the Russians and the black people? They didn't do that.
Well, to Robert's credit, he led them into that effort. Like, they had to fight their way to get to the people, and then they were clearing cars as they were shooting people. And he said, we got to separate the targets from the civilians. So I can't. But to your point, people, we should have saw more chaos of people trying to get off the bridge initially. I agree with you there. But Robert was making an effort. The crew was. We got to take out the targets. We got to try to clear out the civilians. My issue, I guess, really from Bunny's perspective, was that Mike gave him the assurance that the cops were in on this and that it was all about killing the Russians. You're going to kill the Russians. you're gonna kill the Russians, and then Ian and crew are gonna finish killing the Russians. That's what he said. And Robert showed up to kill everybody. So like that's where I'm saying Bunny should have been.
Because remember, Robert hates Bunny.
But I'm saying this is where Bunny and Mike should be at odds again. That you told me this was already coordinated, and I lost 3 or 4 guys on that bridge, and this shouldn't have happened. That's what I'm saying. Because he was like, yeah, this is payback for this, and we're gonna get the Russians. It's all about the Russians, and like I said, 2 or 3 to people. Speaking of people who didn't die, Black Daddy, who's like, I'm just walking out of the courthouse to go home and play piano with my son, and then he just walks back into prison. I was like,
oh, well, remember he got Mike did that. Remember, Mike negotiated that with the cops to get him to surrender himself.
But again, Robert, who got his ass whooped by these people, so don't act like Robert don't have a reason to hate these black men specifically. To be like, I mean, he was like, I'm going to kill this guy. He's like, no. Like, he was like, all right, like, you lucky you lived in this situation. But I mean, it was just amazing that he was like, I'm gonna go home, play some piano, and then I'll walk back to prison. I was like, okay. He got to play. It was beautiful.
And then also, wasn't something going on with Robert's eyes for like a second? Like, I know Kyle was looking at him and one of the things. Huh?
He got a concussion or something.
Yeah, and he was like medically
clear, so he was still like suffering from concussion.
Yeah.
You mean real life? I guess.
No. In the show. On the show. Like, remember, Kyle was like looking at him because it was after.
Yeah, he was like spazzing out, and he was like,
Robert. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. He was dealing with his ass whooping. So he was still like kind of messed up. That's why he was popping all those pills and everything. And it was like, hey, like he's unstable. Like, you don't need to be out here. But I mean, all in all, like, I mean, I think Robert held it together pretty well. I just like next season. I mean, he really should be like, I'm killing Evelyn because like, or because she is trying to
killing everybody. He's killing Ian. He killing Evelyn. He killing all the Crips. Like,
right, by himself.
For 10 seconds, I thought he was going to kill Kyle.
So, that's what I was like. So I thought,
like, you shot me, bitch.
Because Robert was good with them hands. So I'm surprised that Kyle was able to get the drop on. That's because he was about to shoot that father, so he was distracted, I guess.
The father who wasn't listening.
Yeah, like, so again, sometimes y'all listen to the cops and you will
drop the gun.
You will live to fight another day. Just put the gun down and you would have been fine. Because but I don't know. It's got damn, I keep on getting off track with Robert and murdering people. Damn it. What was it? He killed. I know, right? Before I forget again. It was Mike. Mike pushed that Aryan off of Bunny's rooftop, and no one ever saw that body again or gave a fuck. Like, no. Like,
there was no talk of it either.
Like, hey, you went up with somebody and came back down yourself. Where's that guy at? Like, hey, boss, there's a dead white man on our sidewalk. None of this.
Maybe Mike knew there was a dumpster right there. Maybe the guy's inside of a dumpster.
Even then, the trash people should have been like, Mike, we found a body in the dumpster next to who? Bunny's place. Don't worry about it.
Dump it in the river. All right, Mike.
Right. It's all Ian. Ian will take care of it. Got it. Thanks, Mike. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what? He just walked off too. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, anyway, it's Mike, baby. That's all I say. It's like, I got anyway. So I thought the Aryan is still alive. I so like the one because that's why they black dude came to the
kill him in the hospital. Yeah.
Like, how is that supposed to work?
And how come you didn't open up the bathroom? What was that? The bath or the closet or something?
The bathroom.
I was like, dude, but that was some Hannibal Lecter shit. Like, this guy is dying of internal bleeding, but somehow he got out of his restraints, killed the cop pretty brutally, and then just hung out in the bathroom. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna walk up out of here because he's free now, right? Like, he just walked out of the hospital. Is all I'm saying. I thought.
I don't know what happened. No, they didn't show him.
The Asian guy got him because he was like, "Oh, I knew
It had to be you.
or something."
It had to be you,
Yeah.
right? That's what he said. That's what he said. Like he's racist to the end. I respect.
He is. He's absolutely racist.
So maybe old boy, after he gets done writing a song to his son in prison, maybe he'll find that area.
He's a rapper or singer or something.
On real
I
life,
know he writes. Yeah. Mhm.
he must have been, because they really played up his music.
Because they
thing.
kept like focusing in on him, and I
Yes.
was like, okay, he must be somebody. And then somebody was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's so-and-so. And I was like, oh, I like that song. And I was like,
So he should have sang a song to his son. They'd be like, "Hey, this is what I wrote for you in prison because I'm
Okay.
going back."
let's talk about Black communities.
Are we gonna talk about daughters?
So as Bunny's having the conversation with the boy and telling him how he should be a man and he's the man in the house and all this bullshit, I was glad that the actual father came in at the end and said, son, you are a child. You live as a child. Enjoy your childhood. Don't worry about me. I'm a grown-ass man. I fucked up. Worry about being a child. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so sick of these Black shows. Hey, get a man in the house. He's 4. What
Right.
the hell are we doing? Like,
Hey,
That is
hey,
the absolute truth. Yep.
thank you. Or get your life together before you end up in prison like I did. Like before you go to prison, and you are going to prison, before you go, just make sure you do some good. Like I thought, like to your point,
I wouldn't say that. I mean, the boy seems to be very smart. He may be able to make it out of the hood.
No, I'm just saying the way these
Yeah.
shows go, especially this Bunny was again. This is my nephew. Everybody else he knows has already been to jail. Mike, I need you to be the white role model he needs to be because all the Black men he knows been to jail. Like they make it seem like jail is the natural progression.
But that mindset is bad. That Bunny's mindset is, I would say, very bad. You should not have that mindset, and you should not be teaching that to a child who's actually an accomplished child who can make it out of the hood. Yeah. People do make it out of the hood. So I was like, well, why is Bunny even talking to me?
Bunny has control over the entire city at this point. He's running guns and drugs. You mean you can't take your cousin and the wife and send her out into the suburbs somewhere where she can raise her child in peace? We can't do that.
Right. And only when they're under danger of murder that he could be like, let me send you to a nice neighborhood for a little bit for protection. Like, no, you stay here. Like if the father's like, I'm going back in prison because prison's where you make your money with the drug sales. I need you to make sure my family lives in the suburbs so my son can go to a nice school and don't have to worry about shooting somebody or being shot on a regular basis. And like that would have been a good trade-off. Like, son, you don't have to be where I'm going, right? Like I put myself here, but you don't have to be there. Like to your point, we need to break the cycle. That's what I'm saying. Because this easily could have been one day you're gonna be here. It's like no,
and you don't have to live in that area. You can. That's the thing too. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, our people who feel like they have no other choice but to stay where they're at.
Yeah.
It's like they never leave. And it's like you can leave. Anyone can leave wherever, and they can go wherever they want to go. It's just that you have to have the mindset to want to go. And the problem is that we keep telling children, to be loyal to the family and take care of your family and do all these. No, if that kid is as smart as they're saying, let that kid go to private school if you can afford it because you're a drug dealer, you got the money. Send him to a private school. Let him and take your wife, put her in the suburb, and give that boy a chance.
Yeah,
it's not about staying. The hood should be temporary. That's the problem. Nobody realizes it's not a home.
It should be permanent. It should be temporary. So I mean, that would have been a good story. I mean, I hope we see that little boy again doing some good things with his life. I'm happy his daddy's still alive because I did not think he was walking away from this.
Neither did I.
What's up?
He should be playing hockey with his cousin.
That's right. What happened to the hockey cousin? Like the light-skinned Hope. Well, what happened to him? I was like, I don't understand. One playing the piano, one playing hockey. I love it. Like we can branch out. And then again, Bunny, I know he hood, but he can speak better. I don't like the yay. I'm like, come on, like you can be a thing.
No, okay, he's special. I'm sorry, y'all. Why does he give you the googly eyes when he's talking or doing his dialogue? it's always like the menacing eyes, and the eyes are moving back and forth. I'm like, dude.
It could be a medical issue.
No, he looks ridiculous. He's trying to be menacing, and it's ridiculous. I'm like,
to your point though, when he finally did go to jail last season, he was crying like a bitch. Like he was like, I don't want to be here. Remember? He was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, Mike. Please get me out of here. I'm sorry. I was like, what you doing, buddy? Like what happened to the Latins? Like the Latins just didn't come back for this season. Like they didn't have names. They were just the Latins, but the Latins didn't come back this season.
Yeah. No, because Raphael had to do a deal with I think the Colombians to get their drugs when the dude died, and they had to suck his guts out to get the drugs.
That's right, dude. That shit was
wasn't that horrible?
That shit was hardcore.
I was like
Mayor of Kingstown, buddy. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right, Stacey. That they took that shit to a whole new level.
Oh, and then again,
and then that never actually got followed up on because Mike is the one that got that shut down. You know what I'm saying? And like there was no, I mean, where was the like repercussions? Like where the Latins come after Mike? I mean, you can't go after Mike, but you can try. And then the cops take them down. But you're right though. But I mean, because again, Asians just no Asians. I was like, it was none of that. I was like, Asians commit crimes too. No, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? The triads. Also, we found out that Milo was just a pimp. After all of this, like his main job was trafficking women.
Trafficking women, yeah.
Because when he first was premiered, he was like, "Oh my God, he was guns, he was drugs, like he was all the crimes in Michigan." He was just a pimp. Like he was in fact he was just a facilitator. It was actually Constantine that was the overall part of the operation. I was disappointed. I was very disappointed that in the end that's what came down to.
How they were like the Russians, the Irish, like they can't just come in Kingstown and kill and murder and do drugs. No, we have to do that to ourselves. We can't let these outsiders come in. I was like, Mike, are you listening to yourself? You're sounding a little black. Like,
yeah, there's no logic to it. There's no logic to it.
I love
it.
They're like, this is local crime, damn it. Yeah. Like we kill ourselves. We don't need these outsiders. Exactly. Like Mike and Bunny were like, you're right. And then they were like, we're gonna cut up Kingstown. And Bunny was like, we're going beyond Kingstown. And Mike was like, you slow that shit down. Like this is our little pond.
Yeah, this little area right here belongs to us. Yeah.
Stay in your pond. There are big sharks out there.
Murder and destroy as much as you want within the city limits.
Here.
Yes.
And don't leave the south side. Don't leave the south side. Because even when the
cops actually got off a roof because we saw him on the roof for like 2 seasons straight.
Right? He moved from the projects to the roof. Like I thought the roof was supposed to be temporary, and he's still there. But he was like, "Yeah, I'm going out there." He's like, "Sit your ass down," right? He's like, "Look, my hand only."
What happened last time you went up this roof? All right.
See, he's like, my wife was like, my white protection only goes so far. All right, so you're only as thug as I allow you to be. And he was like, "Yes, right, Mike. You right." Because everything was Mike said. You know what Mike said? Mike said I can deal drugs. Mike
this
said
is what I'm waiting for. How come nobody in Bunny's crew is like, "Fuck Mike"?
They be
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always got to be one person who was like, "Why are you listening to this white dude?"
Right. You would think. And then Bunny has to be like, "Shut up. That's Mike. You know what we did together. You don't know. You don't want to know what we did together. But we together. We're committed. It was me and him.
I'm hoping that they do let us know at the end of the series what Mike did.
La 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 la. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know that. You don't want to know that. Like I want the flashback of those two just holding hands, driving off into the sunset to be like,
"Oh my God,
we're gonna go to another city, bro. Just you and me."
It's Mike, Bunny, and the bear. They're going to the cabin.
There you go. Next season, Bunny sets up operations at the cabin just to make it easier for them to coordinate.
Because like, cocaine bear. The bear gets into the cocaine and
there you go. He eats the shipment, and they're like, "Oh shit! Now we gotta cut open the bear." And he's like, "You ain't cutting open that bear." I was like, "Nope." Like Bunny's a different story.
You gotta wait till he poops it out.
Oh, because he wasn't walking around eating that grease. I mean, he was a happy bear. It was hilarious. I love the bear. I want to see the bear again. I hope he don't pick up another random white girl. And
I was hoping he was gonna be with Ray Donovan's wife.
Ah,
Oh
she's too
God,
old.
no, Lord, no.
She's a
I'm
no.
so glad that her was like this because when I first saw her, I was like,
Fuck. I wanted Lee Shriver's his name. Like I wanted Ray to show up for no reason. Like, people like, I'm here for my wife. What? That's another show. Don't worry about it. It's all Paramount, baby. It's all Paramount. I need to get my wife.
He'll be the foreigner that comes in for California in season 4.
There you go. Right? He's the new mayor of Kingstown. He's like, I'm taking. I'll be so conflicted. I'm like, damn, which one I want to see win? Like, come on, Ray. You can beat him. You can beat him.
Have big dick energy, so yeah, I can see that.
That's what I'm saying. But Ray's actually tall. So I'm saying, so like,
Ray Donovan's like 6'5", 6'6". He's a tall dude.
He's a big dude. He's a big dude. So I'm saying, like, so he can probably play he can probably play East European. I don't know, but I would love again. So do you feel season 4 is coming, and what would you like to see? Oh, what about his penis? What? I thought. What'd you say, Stacey?
It's a big plan of people that wear small hats.
Oh, I don't know what that means. He has small hats. He wears small. Oh, he's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? Guy. Yeah. That is true. Yes, he is. And it was like he's playing Irish. So like that was all kinds of fucked up. People like that. See, that's poor casting. We gotta get. That's not genuine casting.
When you run the movie and TV industry, you can put them wherever you want.
And then there was a Brit playing his brother. It was all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
What's the British?
The boxer.
The redhead.
When they had Parkinson's.
Yeah.
The one.
Yeah. He's British. Yeah, he's British. He's legit. Yeah, he's legit. Yeah. But I mean,
he's all over.
But that's why he's a great actor. That's why he's a great actor. He was.
That's why he was a Super Sound.
There you go.
Probably.
Yes, that was his legit accent, and also Sherlock Holmes and whatnot.
Yeah. Was he in Snatched? I thought he was in Snatched too.
Look.
I think he was in Snatched.
No.
He wasn't?
No.
Okay.
I was like, but anyway, he's been around. My point is, there's all kinds of characters, actors come together to play that family. But I was like, but season 4, do you feel like season 4 is coming? And what would you like to see, Kim? What would you like to see in season 4?
Oh, just more fantastical stuff with Mike. And I got to see Mike walk. And I don't know. What I feel like is
you run out of gas eventually.
Yes, because it's repetitive. And that bothers me. I don't like repetitive shows. And basically, this is what we're getting. So I was glad that they kind of got rid of some of the characters.
A lot of
the characters, so that they can maybe do something different. Like maybe someone comes in from that, from another part of America or whatever, and starts to try to take over the town, right? From Bunny and from Mike, and starts to try to run the cops and, stuff like that. I'm hoping that's what they do, so to make it something different, because right now it is extremely repetitive, and I don't want to see this anymore. Not that I like the performances, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like give me more of a story, right? Because Mom's dead, that story's done. Iris is dead, that story's done, right? Bunny and Mike are friends again, that's done. So what's next for Mike? What's next? What is he going to be doing? And then also too, it was nobody coming into his office. Like, how he's the fixer, right? There was nobody coming in. I understand his mom died or whatever, but and the black chick was like keeping people at bay. But it was like at the end, you still should have seen a scene where the town is coming back in and they're like, Mike, I need this done. Mike, I need that done. You know what I mean? They need to bring that maybe back. But I mean, it's fantastical. It's entertaining. I love Jeremy Renner. He's just phenomenal in everything he does. I am extremely happy that this man made it through his accident. And he did a lot of rehab to get where he is right now, to even walk. He couldn't even walk, like his pelvis was shattered. So for this man to be doing fight scenes and walking around and do phenomenal. He cares about his craft, and so he worked to get where he's at. And I think that's wonderful. So anywho, that's really it. Other than that, we need you guys to share the video. Thank you, chat. We love you. We need you to share the video. with anyone and everyone. We're trying to get to 500 views per video. So the more you share the video, the better, the easier we'll be able to reach 500 views per video. Also, and we are trying to get to 2,500 subscribers by December 15th. So the more you share the video, the more we'll be able to accomplish that goal. Also, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. And I will see you next weekend. Thank you again, chat. We love you. Bye.
Yeah. Later. Boop. All right, my friend. Also, Stacey. Any final words? Season 4 in general.
He's gonna be trying to save Kyle and keeping Robert from killing Kyle.
And Evelyn.
Yes, and making U-turns in the middle of the road 10 times a day.
Never going to a gas station.
Who needs gas?
Gas stations for bitches. It's like he just keeps on. I was like, where the gas station, Mike? God damn. Anyway, sorry. He stays on that. He stays in that car.
Oh, Ian stopped for gas. I do remember that.
He did.
It was at the gas station when Mike was like, "Yo, I need you to come."
Oh, that's right. Ian did. I was like, Mike, don't. He's still driving.
Yeah, just crank off.
That's right. All right. Hey.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna fall out for Kim because Kim does it too good. So y'all heard what Kim said. Do what she said. Okay, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. With the country draw for some reason. Boop. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. Appreciate truly appreciate all of you. It was a great weekend. Next weekend, we got the family business will be back. Oh, Reasonable Doubt. Yay! Season 2, episode 1. That's right. Jackson crew are back in the in the courtroom. Morris Chestnut is joining the season. So we'll see where that goes. Not Michael Ealy. He will not be back, which is why the series got renewed for a second season, because Michael Ealy would have got canceled. But now that Morris Chestnut is taking over, we'll see where that goes. We'll be doing. I wonder if each episode is going to be named after a Jay-Z song or a Beyonce song. I feel like Beyonce. I feel like maybe they're going to switch it up a little bit. Maybe Tupac. Maybe Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. Anyway, so we got that show coming up. What else do we got? I don't know. We'll find something else. I can't remember right now. I'm watching Bad Monkey or some other type of monkey. So I don't know. Maybe that P Diddy. Maybe after P Diddy songs, we got a comment from Stacy. Perhaps No Diddy. No doubt. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. We will see you in the comments. And I will see my friends in the chats. But anyway, you know the outro. So I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much.
I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit,
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You gonna go there.
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.